how I feel about this bike? Oh, she's mean. She pops and she snarls. And she screams at you. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Illustrator. It's what day is it? It's January 3rd. That actually marks the 5-month anniversary of me owning this bike. So I got this bike in August 3rd, so it's been 5 months now. So I thought I would give you an update, kind of review, kind of... Look at this guy, fucking idiot.
But keep playing with it. After you let it go, give it 2 seconds and hit it again. Zoom, 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 zoom. Let it go. Then you hit it one time. Zoom.
All right. So yeah, this is my 2006 FZ1. It's definitely come a long way from when I first actually revealed it. The biggest difference is that it's actually fully naked now. So yeah, the bike has definitely treated me well. Reliability has not really been an issue, although I have run into a problem where sometimes the bike just does not want to start when it's cold. I have to hold the throttle open at, you know, maybe like 1500. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen occasionally, and it's really annoying because sometimes, you know, it's cold. I don't want to be standing there fucking holding the bike until it warms up. But after it warms up, it starts right up, you know. So if I turn it off, it'll turn right back on. It's just that with those really cold days, and I have to keep my bike outside, so I don't think it appreciates that, you know. So I'll just go over all the mods that I have on it at the moment. From the back, yeah, you can see my license plate by law. I was gonna get lulled by it, but that was apparently taken in New York. Got a Yoshimura fender delete. These are stock turn signals. They bolt right in. Back here on the swing arm, I had a plan to carbon fiber out everything, and that's what I did. So I got a carbon fiber rear hugger. I got a carbon fiber chain guard, and I got a carbon fiber, basically like swing arm armor for like a race bike, or like, you know, a bike that you take to the track. It's not very useful on like city streets, although obviously it is gonna help. I just like the look of it. Like the protective properties, that's a side benefit, but the actual look, yeah, I like it. This Two Brothers fucking L train, man. Can't wait till they kill you. Yeah, this is a Two Brothers slip-on. It's not a full system, although I do plan to get some the fuck is that? Is that a piece of tape? Piece of tape stuck in my shock. I do plan to get arrow headers and connect it to a Bodice GPX2 pipe, and there's another L train. So yeah, the swing arm armor is on this side too. Swing arm is shaped differently on this side because it doesn't have to pass the chain through it. I got this Yoshimura oil filler plug. Well, they're opening this door behind me, so I'm gonna have to scram. But yeah, so I got the naked FZ1 and radiator shrouds because I feel like it goes better with the naked headlight, and I really like the look of this naked headlight. It's actually not genuine Yamaha parts. It's like a Chinese fucking reproduction, whatever. I don't know why anyone would waste their money on the genuine piece. It's kind of weird putting in the headlight bulb. I don't know if there's like a European standard or something like that. Using bulbs that I bought here in the US, it doesn't really fit correctly, so I kind of had to like jimmy it in there. And one time it fell off and actually kind of like melted part of the inside housing. It's very minor, you can't really see it, probably with the light on. For the front, like I wanted to get these, I don't know if you know the brand, it's called Carrozzeria. They're carried by Kuomoto. I was gonna get front and back Carrozzeria wheels because they were coming out with this crazy ass wheel design. Like the best wheel I ever seen, like aftermarket for a motorcycle. I was asking them if they were gonna put out a model for the FZ1, and they were like, it's not likely because something with the back wheel, like the way the sprocket lines up, like they have to make custom parts or whatever. I guess they're being cheap about it. But they do have a previous model that I could go for. I'm not really as fond of that one as I am of this one. Like the one that they're putting out now, good lord, that shit is fucking fire. So I might go with like Oz, you know, something like that. Definitely not Marcassini because you gotta wait like half a year to get those. So I might just do back and front different wheels. You know, it would be even cheaper because the Kuomoto set, they cost like $2,000. Might just get the front wheel separate, and then I'll get the the wave rotors. I'm planning on getting an adapter for the brakes to run some Brembos. It's gonna be real nice. One thing about sport bikes is like that feeling you get when you actually fucking crank the throttle open and you actually take it up high, and the engine just makes a totally different noise. But the thing about it is I do a lot of around town stop and go. Like that little jaunt on the highway, that's not really common for me. Like I just went on the highway for fun so I could ring it out a little bit, and even then there's a bunch of fucking traffic up there. This bike I do plan on keeping long term, like through thick and thin, because that was the plan. Just get a nice bike and then not have to worry about shit. Just build up my signature bike, you know. And I like this bike because when I bought it, it was a nice stock, nothing done to it platform. I didn't have to worry about somebody else doing a shitty job of things, you know, stuff like that. It was just buy it, it runs good, now just slowly add to it. And this bike is far from done. A lot of people like how it looks now, but still much more to be done to it. The bike is very, very comfortable, although like I said before, I need to get more hefty shocks because I'm actually a pretty heavy guy. So I'm like maybe 215, 220 with gear on. And then I think the front left fork is starting to leak, because that's what happens when you ride in the rain. Like a bunch of fucking wet, filthy shit just gets in the seals and it starts to make them leak. So that's one thing that sucks. Yeah, when I was on the way to pick this bike up, I actually was going to Jersey to pick up a Triumph Speed Triple, and when I got there he was like it was sold, and it was still in the showroom, so I still got to look at what could have been. I'm happy with this one, especially because I plan on doing so much shit to it that I'll start to see it progress into a better bike. This bike is already fast as shit. I would say it's a little bit too fast, because first gear is enough for like life, you know what I'm saying? Especially because it's a liter bike, so I got torque, and it's a liter bike geared for more torque with the heavy crankshaft that they put in here. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking at a second gen FZ1, I definitely recommend it, because you get like, it's no slouch, man. You might be thinking like, oh, it's an R1, but it's not really an R1. Yeah, it's not. But for the same year R1, all you did was lose what, like 20 horsepower, but you gained more bottom end, and then you could even build it back up to that, what, 170 at the crank, because you right now it's stock, yeah, 150 at the crank, but you can get 150 at the wheel. So if you're looking at one of these bikes, I highly recommend it. It's still fucking fast as shit, but it's way more comfortable, way more practical. I would just say if you live in a city, try to get your gearing lowered. Say that's my main recommendation. But you just watched the Illustrator coming to you from the great city of Brooklyn. I'll see you guys on the next one. Land development.